And I think it's a good test to see if your community really loves you, in a sense that, despite the fact that you're doing something different, and your community. I would take the example of my mom, for example. She was not okay with the fact that I divorced. She was not at the beginning okay with the fact that I would be traveling here. But regardless that, I can feel her love yet. And it's really important because I saw now that she loves me for who I am and not for what I do. So doing the things from the outside, and I think it's very powerful, because some people, then you will test, and if the person is not okay with you, because before I used to work in luxury, for example, so I don't have discount anymore. So if people are not in my life anymore because I'm not working in luxury, for example, then you see, oh, maybe it was not real friendship, or maybe it was not true love. And this is why, to me, it's so important to be aligned with yourself. And like you say in your book, when you are aligned with your thoughts, your emotion, and your behavior, it's just showing congruence. And congruence makes you, aware and okay with yourself, and then it can reflect on your relationship.
It gets to a question that I think is a profound one. This notion of having a whole true self. I make some references, Shakespeare, Hamlet, to thine own self be true beyond all things, Most of the psychologists, Maslow and Carl Jung, and, make reference to the actualization of oneself. But I don't think that idea is always cultivated. And do you feel like there's such a thing as a Kathy that exists that you can draw on?
For me personally, it's a little bit different, because my mom always tells me that I'm stubborn. I always follow myself. I have my own will. Because every time I speak with her and I asked about, okay, was I like this before, Mama? Like, I have really strong sense of autonomy. And then she tells me, like, yeah, you do your thing. So looking back, I can see that I was really following what feels good, because I feel like if it doesn't feel good in my body, I can't push myself to do it. So in the beginning stage of my life, of course, I followed what was presented. Okay, studies and all this stuff. And I have, with this awareness right now, I have seen that I attached myself with my worthiness of my academic results. But my mom cannot validate it. So it's totally like different, like, oh, this is what I have. I'm worth. But I don't get validation, like what's happening here? Until I got to a point where I just relaxed, like, no, this is not my worth. I want to live my life happy and fun. But so that actually was at the stage of university times. And I was surrounded with people also who are really good with academics and all this stuff. But that sense of Kathy inside has been cultivated so strongly since I was a kid, because I wasn't really neglected. I'm an only child, but it's just that in our society, it's totally different, because it's not totally different. We are so family oriented. A lot of societies right now, especially Asians, we're so family oriented. But Western society, it's totally different also, right? You have a very strong sense of individuality. So for me, I fought through that kind of society, like finding myself. And since growing up, I had that kind of GPS, let's say, internal GPS. When I questioned everything, like, is this it? Like, is there more to life? I graduated as a nursing student. But then after I graduated, I really have this strong sense, calling of, like, I want to practice my English. So instead of practicing the profession, I took a different route, which my family felt so disappointed, especially with my mom. She raised me as, like single mom. My dad died when I was young. So her validation, her way of perspective towards me is really something that I value. But then, of course, this strong sense of Kathy always comes first. So I took different path. I slowly follow that, and it slowly kind of like, as what you've said, you just started what feels right. And then I followed to move away. And right now looking back, I can see that for my mom, she really wants me to check the bucket list of what society is presented, right? But she also accepts, since she knew me so well, that I cannot impose this to Kathy because she's so stubborn. So she let me go.